right, fam, this is my third and final video for tonight. And this video is mainly for people that do not have their CDL as of yet, and you are trying to get your license and you want to know the steps of what you need to do to get your CDL. Okay. Hey, so this video is for people that are not in the industry as of yet, but you're thinking about coming into the industry and you want to know what you need to do, what's the process, how long you're going to be gone, all the questions that you wanted to ask me throughout all the videos, I am going to answer for you today. Okay. I am Tamara Brock. I have my CDL Class A license. I am a trainer. I am a recruiter, and I also am a trainer, recruiter, and actually drive a truck. A lot of things that you are going to be going through, I've been through that. I've been through training school with CR England. I also been through training with KLLM. I've been on a truck with a trainer, okay? And I've also drove 48 states, and I've also had the privilege of training other female drivers to be successful in this industry. So a lot of things that I talk about is going to be based on my experience and how it is for me. And you may experience some of the same things that I've experienced, okay? Now, when you're thinking about going to CDL school, a lot of things you want to take in effect. One of them is, do you want to travel? I called you and left a voicemail at the number you give. Okay, call me. Just call me back. Call me tomorrow, Taz. Give me a call tomorrow when I'm driving or out on the road. I'll be able to better answer you then. I apologize, but give me a call tomorrow. The first thing that you're doing, you're thinking about getting your CDL. You're sitting there saying, is this the right thing for me? I get a lot of calls from people that already have a Class B that want to upgrade to a Class A. I get calls from husband and wife that want to decide if they should go to school together or should they send one before the other. I get calls from people who thanks for this. Thank you. Well, that's good. I'm glad you graduated. You're supposed to graduate. Um, I get calls from people who have unstable employment. They may have not worked and they're concerned about if they're going to get accepted to a company. Yes, you will. I get calls from people who had prior felonies or misdemeanors and wonder if they can get a CDL license. Yes, you can. I get calls from people that may have disabilities. Yes, you can. I get calls if you're upgrading your license. Yes, you can. I get calls from people who have families, children. They're concerned about, are they going to be able to get back home and see their kids? They still have a family to provide for. Will you be able to do that? Yes, you can. There's a lot of things that you'll be able to do when you get your CDL license. Okay. My first main concern with you, I don't care about the school. I'm not in it to tell you this is the best school to go to because I only been to two schools. So I can't tell you my personal opinion about each and every school that's out there. Okay. You can read the reviews and make your decision. I went to CR England. There's a lot of reviews out there for CR England, and y'all know how it is. But I did not have a permit, and they was the first one that accepted me, and that's why I went there. Okay, and they gave me that opportunity to get in the door, to get my license. That is the goal. Before we talk about getting into owner operator, before we talk about owning trucks, before we talking about am I going to be able to get a local job, before we talk about all of that kind of stuff, we first got to talk about getting the license, because I can't do anything with you until you have your license. Okay, now I do get a lot of people that have made applications to certain companies and they get disappointed because they're not accepted at these companies because of their record or because of their employment or they don't live in the hiring area. That's why I asked you to give me a call first so I can tell you if you're going to be able to most likely get approved or why you didn't get approved. Okay, it's very simple. If you got a record, some companies are not going to accept you. If it's not in a certain period of time, they're not going to accept you. Okay, some people have a lifetime of certain things. Some people have 5 years, some people have 10 years. So if you know that you did something 10 years ago, you need to go to a company that will accept you for 10 years. Okay, if it was 5 years, you need to go to a company that will accept you for 5 years. Before you go to the trucking company, put on the application the same thing that you would put when you get there, okay? Don't if be open and upfront and let them know about everything because they're going to do the checks. They're going to do the background checks. They're going to do the criminal records. They're going to do the MVRs. They're going to do all of that. So the more that you're upfront with it, it won't be no surprise. You'll get your approval and you'll go on to school. Why people get turned away is because they did not disclose something that's on their record. And when it comes back, you didn't tell them about it. So it looks like you're trying to hide something. Okay. So be upfront and don't be creative. Keep it the same. List everything on your application. When you get to school, list the same thing. Okay. Y'all overthink stuff. But if you put it on your application in the initial process, they can pull the records, they can get all the information that they need. When you get to school, you're not going to have a problem, okay? You don't have to worry about getting sent home. Now, there are some places I work with people that if you failed at another school, I usually get you, okay? You may have went over to a school that only give you 3 tries, okay? You may have went to a school that you couldn't pass the agility test, okay? Or you couldn't pass the physical or whatever the case may be. I get those people. I get the people that already went to another company and now they call me and I put them with another company and they go and get their license, okay? Um, Prepare yourself. You're going to be gone. I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to be gone for about 2 months. I tell everybody that whatever it is that you got going on at home, make sure that you can maintain out here for 2 months. The bills need to be paid. If you need to put stuff in storage, you might need to do that, whatever the case may be, because it's a process and you need to be prepared for that process to get through it. Okay. If I tell you it's only 3 weeks and you're gonna be back home in 3 weeks, that's not the case. Okay. When you put in your application, the first thing that I'm gonna ask you is, do you have your permit? All right. There's certain states that I can get you in without a permit, but you have to live in that state. Most of the time, if you want to cut your time short, get that permit before you come into the school. It cuts down a week. That's going to save you time. That's going to save you money because you don't have to pay for food that extra week while you're just sitting in the classroom. Already have that permit. Now, if you go to school, such as, I don't know if they changed it, okay, but I do want to let you know, if you go to a school and they change your driver's license over to their state company or their state, for example, if you live in Georgia and you go to Missouri and they change you over to a Missouri license and you fail in Missouri, okay, you cannot go to another school until you go back to Georgia and get your Georgia license again. Because what's going to happen is if you go to another school, okay, and you pass and you get your CDL, guess what? You're not going to be able to get your license. Why? Because you're not from Missouri, okay? You're from Virginia. So you got to have the license of your original state, okay? If something happens to you where you don't pass in Missouri and you need to go home, get your original license, okay? If you go out there to another company and you get your license, there is going to be a Missouri license because that's what you got. you switched your license over to. So if you don't plan, and then you're not going to be able to get the license because they're going to ask you for your home address, and you don't have a home address in Missouri. You got the terminal address, okay? So make sure you turn your license back to this original state before you go to another school. Now, once you put in your application and you got your permit, I'm going to ask you within 30 days, I need a date from you of when you're ready to leave. Because if I don't have that approval in 30 days, then you have to do the process all over again. So before you put in that app, have a date in mind of when you're expected to leave. Okay. School is every Monday. All right. So there's no rush. They have school every Monday. You can go to school. Um, most of the schools that I have, you can drive if you want to. There's only one school that I have. Well, not one school. It's only one place that I have, which is in Jacksonville, Florida, where you are not allowed to drive your vehicle. You got to come in. Either somebody got to drop you off, or you got to take the Greyhound bus. Now, when you put your application in and you get a approval, and they say when you're ready to start, all right, there's a lot of things that you need to be prepared for. You got to have money. Which What companies do I recruit for? Everybody knows that with my school, I only have three schools. I have CR England, Swift, and CRST. Those are my three schools. I have more schools if you have your license and you don't have any experience. So you can go to CFI, you can go to US Express, you can go to PAM, you can go to, I have a whole lot of them if you have your license and no experience. But if you don't have your license, I only have three. Okay. I know the reviews of all the schools. You don't have to tell me I've been in this industry 5 years. I know the reviews. My concern is for you to get somewhere to get your license. That's step one, okay? Because you're only going to be at that school for 3 weeks, all right? So the main concern, you're going to be so busy within that 3 weeks. The main concern is to get your license, okay? Some people go to school, and I'm be honest with you. There are a couple of people that will go to school and show up, and I don't like this place, and they mean, and they talk to you like this, and they didn't make up my bed this morning, and when I got in, they didn't have my laundry and my clothes washed, and you know and I just really don't like the hotel. They don't have room service and breakfast in the morning, and this is not going to work for me, Tamara. Let me tell you this. If you go home, you're going to start all over. All right. Every time you come up, sometimes we get in the way of our own self. I have to remember what your goal is. Your goal is the reason why you called me was for you to get in school and get a license. Okay. It's not going to be the best. It's not going to be, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be the Marriott's. Okay. It's not going to be plus service. They're not going to wake you up in the morning. It's not going to be like that. Some of the hotels are decent. Some of them you'll be like, I wouldn't stay here. Okay. Um, but the goal is to get your license. The goal is I can take a person. Let me tell you something. I came in this industry and I didn't have a dime to my name. Okay. I didn't have money. I was borrowing money to get into the industry. And now to be in this industry and make over six figures, is it six figures? Six figures a year from going to a school that I had to sacrifice and stay for 3 weeks. Was it worth it? Heck yeah. Okay. It was worth it to me because it got me to a point of where I needed to be, of what I wanted to do. Okay. I did not have the money to go to some fancy school, pay them $6,000 and be treated like a queen and royalty. And they tell me that everything is great in the world and all that kind of stuff. I did not have that. So I had to go somewhere where I can get the license. That was my concern. All right. Once you fill out the application, once I get that approval for you, I'm gonna ask you when you ready to go. We're gonna pick a school. I tried to pick the. If I don't have my glasses, I can't see Frank. Says what? Hello, hello, Frank. Um, Once you are approved and you tell me a date, I'm gonna try to pick the closest school to you, okay? If you live in New Jersey or you live on the East Coast, I don't want to send you all the way to Salt Lake City. There are plenty of schools that are in between Salt Lake City before you get out there. The only reason that you would go to Salt Lake City is if you want to do the fast track where you have your license in 10 days, okay? That is a long bus ride. It's going to take you 3 days to get there, and you ain't going to be on there. They don't have no whatever. It's a long, hard ride, okay? Um, but I do have schools all over Richmond, Virginia, Conley, Georgia, Waco, Georgia, Indiana, Texas. There's schools everywhere. Okay, so I try to get you with the closest school. Okay, but sometimes that's not all the case because it may be a waiting list. Okay, so if you want to get your license, this is the perfect time to go. It's summertime. You get in there, you get your training, and get in your own truck and everything before the winter comes. Okay. Another thing, when you get there, what I do is you're going to get a bus ticket on the Greyhound. All right. And you're going to take a bus to the facility. That Sunday night, you're going to check in, you're going to get in your hotel. You will most likely have somebody in the room with you, okay? You're not going to be in a room all by yourself in a king size bed. It's not going to happen. You're going to have a roommate, okay? Y'all going to be going to school together. And your first week, is usually, if you got your permit, it's going to be back and you're going to be doing a lot of paperwork. You're going to be doing your physical. You want to make sure your blood pressure is right. You want to make sure that if you wear glasses, that you bring your glasses, okay? You want to make sure that nothing is wrong with you physically so you can pass your physical, okay? You don't, or you want to make sure that you ain't on nothing, no kind of pain medication and all that kind of stuff. um so you're going to take your physical, you're going to fill out paperwork and everything like that. You're going to start to go back and you're going to start studying the maneuvers. You're going to go out with one of the trainers and learning how to shift and things like that. And then you're going to come back, and after 10 days or whatever, you're going to be the one that's going to test out. Okay, they're going to start testing you out. Some people pass it on the first time, a lot of people don't. Okay. If you don't pass it, they will give you another opportunity to take it. It will be another couple of days. And then, what are you saying? Oh my God. Y'all make me lose thought. What about diabetes? Diabetes, I think it has to be controlled or on you have to have be on a certain, but I think diabetes may be a disqualification. I'm not sure. I got to check. Okay. Mike is trolling. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see. Golly, y'all, I don't do the moderator stuff and having blocking people and all this kind of stuff. I just ask that you be respectful. I hate doing this. Hold on. I hate doing this type of stuff. How you do? Remove. Okay. All right. So after that, you're going to test out. I tell people to expect to be gone for about 2 months. Okay. Will you be able to come home after you get your CDL? It's highly unlikely. They're going to want you to get on a truck with your trainer to keep going. Once you pass your test, that usually that Monday, you're going to be in orientation. After orientation, they're going to give you your badge, all your employee information, tell you that you're hired, and then they're going to set you up with a trainer. If you're a female, sometimes they may not have a trainer available for you. Okay, you may have to wait. They may offer you the option to go back home until they have a trainer available for you. Another thing, they will ask you, do you smoke, or if you don't smoke, so they will put you on a they won't put you on a truck with a smoker if you don't smoke. Another thing is, y'all asked me about the three training trucks. Yes, CR England is the only company that I have that do have three people in the truck. Okay, the other companies do not. What's the difference between Swift is the only company that I have that will not put a restriction on your license. Okay. Swift, you can go and you will not have a restriction on your license. CR England, automatic. CRST, automatic. CRST is a teaming company. If you don't want a team, you don't want to go to CRST. CR England has a policy that you are required to team for a couple of months. Okay. Is that always the case? No, I do have students that graduated from CR England that are not teaming. So it's just by case basis or whatever the situation is or whatever account that you get on. Once you get your license, that's when you start getting paid. You do not get one dime from any of these companies until you have your license in hand. That's why we tell you to have at least $200 to $300 while you're in training to feed yourself and make sure that you have food, your medicines, anything that you need to have while you're not getting paid. After you get an orientation, you get on the truck with a trainer, you're going to start getting what is called a training check. It is going to range anywhere between 550. I think CR England has a $560 guarantee. That is going to be before taxes. Okay. You will get that training pay all while you're in training. Every company has a different starting rate. I do not talk to you about pay with certain companies, okay? If that information is provided for me, I will discuss it with you, but it's so many accounts. And those accounts pay different. So it will be very difficult to tell you what each person will make after they get through training. I kind of give you a roundabout of an average of your first year of insulin. Okay. Don says that you can't be on insulin, but if you're taking the pills, you will probably be okay. Thank you, Don, for answering that because I don't want to tell you something that's incorrect. Okay. Um, Once you get on the truck with your trainer, you're going to be making 550 a week. Some depends on the state or whatever the case may be. Also, you're going to be gone for another 4 weeks. Okay. Do I work with night or Stephen Transport? No, I only have three. With the schools, I don't. I do have CFI. I have PAM. I have Heartland Express. I have Bar None, which I love. I have Western Flyer Express. I have Frey Miller. I have Miller Truck Lines. I have um, uh, I'm just thinking of Averett. I got Bay and Bay. I got Cardinal Logistics. I got Epps. I got it's a lot of them. Okay. Um, so I'm sure that I could find. I got Trans United. Next week we're going to do a video with Isaiah. Isaiah is it Isaiah Joshua. He works with Trans United. So he's asked to come on and talk to y'all about Trans United. If you're interested in flatbed, oversized hauling, heavy haul, all those loads, and you had questions about that, then he's going to talk to you about his company and what they do. Okay. Um, so he'll be on with me. I think we're going to set up next week. I have a CDL permit with my endorsements, but I don't have what company choose is hard. Yeah, it really hard. But you have to look at how you're gonna get home. What's my home time gonna look like? What's my starting pay gonna be? Do y'all have benefits? How long do I gotta stay with y'all? Um, do you have different accounts like dedicated, regional? Do I have to run OTR all year, or can I switch it up and get something else? How often am I going to get home to my family? Is there a terminal in your state? So there's a lot of things that will determine what company that you go to. And I do recommend that you take your time. My thing is not going to, I'm not going to tell you what company you have to go to or you should go to. What I like to do is give you options and let you make that choice. Okay. I like for you to talk to the individuals. I will give you a list and say, these are the company. You told me what you wanted. And these are the companies that fit your criteria based on what you want to do. And once I do that, I will put in those applications. You will talk to each one of those people. Okay. It stops from companies from calling you that you're not qualified for. If you only had 3 months in the industry, you're going to be kind of limited on where you can go. All right. If you get 6 months, the doors are going to start opening up a little bit more. Once you get a year, then basically you can go somewhere else. I don't like to talk to you. Should you go company? Should you go lease? Here's my thought on that. You know what you can do. You know what your bills are. You know if you a person that's going to get out here and hustle. Leasing is not easy, okay? Leasing is you can invest a lot of money in it and you can also lose in leasing, okay? If you're not trying to buy a truck or purchase a truck, if I have my DOT for 2 years, I don't have to do it again. If you have your DOT for two, no, you just bring your lawn form. So if you already have your DOT, just bring your lawn form and you should not have to do it again. Um, if you have any issues, a lot of times when people have problems, they don't pick up the phone and they don't call. They don't let nobody know what's going on. They get upset, they get mad, they ready to leave and frustrated. Okay. Um, let's talk it through. I always like if you getting frustrated, if this is happening, what is happening, I always try to keep you focused of what the main goal is. What are we doing? Why did you come out here? What did you want to do? You called, you wanted to do this, so let's make it happen. Okay, did I say it was going to be easy? Not by any means at all. Is it worth it? For me it was worth it, and I hope so for you. But don't get don't, how would you say it, don't block yourself from the things that you can achieve, your potential and what you can do. Everything is hard when you're learning it and you don't know what you're doing, but it comes a little bit easier the more that you do it. Okay. I wouldn't trade this for nothing else in the world, because of the freedom that I have. I don't have to get up, somebody tell me, you got to be to work at such and such a time, or, we got to have a meeting, I got to evaluate you. This is the only like place you don't have to interview for the job. If I want to go to another company tomorrow, I'll put an application today, maybe I'll be in orientation next Monday. Okay. um After you get off the truck with the trainer, you're going to be out there for, like, somebody called me today. One of my guys called me today and he was like, Tamara, my trainer is making me drive fast. He's going 65 miles per hour. I don't feel comfortable driving that fast. Do I have to drive 65 miles per hour? No, you drive what you feel. You the one got the license. You the one in charge of that truck. If you don't feel comfortable going that fast, do 55, but you can't be on the highway being a hazard. Like, you can't be going 35, 40 miles per hour, okay? You got to get your comfortable speed, okay? Your trainer's been doing it longer than you. Don't let somebody force you to do something that you're not comfortable with doing. Speak up for yourself. Say something. If you don't like what a person, if somebody is putting you in a unsafe situation, it's your duty to speak up and say something and get another trainer. Okay. I will never tell you stay on a truck with somebody that you do not feel comfortable with. All right. Um, and another thing is, I'm not learning nothing in the school. I'm not learning nothing in the school. They just rush you through. I'm not getting no. The school is basic. The school is just to get you to pass the test. Okay. When you go take your regular driver's license, you take your permit test, you go out there and you take your driving test. That don't show you that you know how to drive. It's just that you was able to pass the test. You're going to get that one-on-one training when you actually get on a truck with your trainer. If your trainer is not teaching you, don't feel like you're learning anything, speak up, say something, get with someone that you can learn what you need to do out here, because eventually you're going to have to get out here on your own. Tamara, I don't want a team. I don't want to be on a truck with nobody else. I want to be in my own truck. Okay. Teaming is not the worst thing in the world. You have somebody that has your back. It gets you your experience. I don't want to sleep behind nobody that got the same experience as me. Okay, how you think that person feel? So I'm not telling you that you should go to a company that teams all the time. I'm just trying to tell you to get to your goal. What is your goal? What is it that you want to do out here in the industry? You don't have to team with people for a long time, but if it helps you get comfortable, if you got problems backing and you need somebody to have your back out there, it's not a bad thing to do. Okay. And keeping your record clean and making sure you're not out here getting tickets and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I want to lease. I want to own my own truck. Pump your brakes. Okay. All that comes in time. Get your experience. Get out of school, okay? Next thing after you get out of school, learn your route. See what's out there. Learn these shippers and receivers. Learn how to be safe on the road, okay? And then if you want to save your money and purchase a truck, do that. If you want to lease a truck and see how it is, do that. But while you're learning, learn the business, learn how to do the paperwork. If you got a trainer that's a lease operator, ask them to teach you about leasing. Ask them how to run. If you are not going to be a hustler out here and you're not about your business, leasing may not be for you. Are you going to make a whole lot more money leasing than you are being company? No, because with company, the money comes with the experience. Okay, you can make close to $100,000 out here as a company driver if you got good experience and nothing on your record. You can make real good money out here. Company drivers get their house and cars paid too. Okay, but know what you want to do and plan and make your plan for yourself. All right. So I don't tell you if it's good for you to lease. I'm gonna ask you, what do you want to do? Is that something that you can focus 4 years of your life to do? Is that something that what if you get sick? What about your insurance? Do you know how they're going to work the taxes? I ask you those questions. And if you say no, have you set your business up properly? And if you say no to those questions, then maybe you need to take a little bit more time to do that. People now, they come with me and they like, all right, Miss Tamara, I got my license. I got my LLC set up. I got my business account set up. I put away a little money. I'm ready to do this. So you prepare yourself to do that. But don't jump into things because you see somebody else doing it. Okay. Don't lease a truck because you see me leasing a truck. Don't come to LTI because you see me at LTI. Um, Go to a company, figure out your own path of what you want to do out here and be successful that way. Um, I'm here for a reason. I'm here to pay this truck off. My dilemma right now, what I'm going through right now is I have the money to pay my truck off, right? But I'm thinking if I go down there and give them a check and pay my money and pay my truck off tomorrow, I don't have backup. That'll be it. Okay, that's my savings. So if I go take them a check down there and pay my truck off, then what? What if my truck breaks down? I don't have money for the insurance. I don't have money to maintain my authority. I don't have money to run my business, over the next 30 days if I go pay that truck off. So I'm weighing my options. I think that I should just continue to save my money, be better prepared. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It will be paid off by December and just take my time and do it that way. We make mistakes when we rush and then we don't think about the decisions that we make. That's how we get ourselves in a lot of financial situations because everything that looks good is not good for you. Okay. Um, but yeah, husband and wives, I talked to you all about, can y'all be gone at the same time together to sustain? Because, and a lot of times, if you husband and wife, then the three truck training may not be a bad thing for you, because you and your spouse will be on the truck with the trainer. So if the trainer doing anything, that your husband is right there. Okay. Um, But what questions do you have for me? Once you um once you get your license and you upgrade, then they will let you go home then so you can get your things and get prepared to get out here on the road. And then what will you make? It depends on what account you're on. Are you going to go OTR? Are you going to team? Are you going to be dedicated? Are you going to be regional? Some of you all will be able to get a local account, especially if you're going to like a mega carrier, if you in that area that they have local. Okay. I do recommend that. A lot of times it's funny. You can't get a local job until you go out and do some OTR time. Okay. I got some people that's been local. They got to go back out and get some training so they can get back out here on the road. That's the thing that you need to think about. If you do decide to go local, you may have to go back through training to go back over the road if you decide to do that. But make your career the way you want it to be. Okay. Don't base it on the way somebody else is doing things. Make it, get what you want out this industry and make it work for you. Because when you follow somebody else's dream, you will not be happy. Will love local as well. Local is I have a lot of local positions, but the pay may not be there for you. But if that's something that you want to be able to come home every day and that certain amount of money is okay for you, and you just want to have your benefits and take care of your family and go home every day, then yeah, that's something that you want to do. I can't tell you what's enough money for you because I don't pay your bills and I don't live in your household. So if you don't have a lot of bills, and you don't, you're not out there with rent and all this other kind of stuff, some money goes a long way, So after that, what would you make after you upgrade to, let's say, a solo driver? I want to say in your first year, you're gonna make anywhere between, I want to say, 8 to 1100 a week in your first year. Is that good or bad? When I came out here, y'all, when I got my first, how much did I make? Y'all look at them videos. I was making 1500 a week, or 1,000 a week, or 1500 a week, leasing or whatever. Child, I thought I hit gold. I thought I was rich. Okay. I mean, because I didn't work at a place that you made $1,500 a week. Okay. So, that was a lot of money for me. As you get your experience and you learn more about the industry and things that you could do out here, you're like, wait a minute, I can make this, I can make that. But take in mind that more money is more work. It doesn't get easier, okay? It gets harder, okay? And the better that you're prepared for it, um, makes it worth it. So, if your goal is to buy a truck or to lease a truck, I'll give you companies that you can lease from. If it's your goal to buy a truck, I'll give you companies that you can buy a truck from. If that's your goal, all I do is ask you questions. How are we going to reach that goal? Okay, I don't tell you what to do or how to do it. I want to know I want to know how you're going to do it. Tell me how you're going to do it. What's the plan? Okay, and we're gonna think that out ahead. So I want to, Miss Emma, I want to get my insurance, I want to get my authority, I want to get my own truck, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I'm like, okay, okay, well, how you gonna do that? There's a lot of people that listen to my channel or follow me on Facebook and YouTube and things like that. And they've gone on to be very successful, making lots of money, having plenty of trucks, having their own authority. But that's their goal, that's what they plan on doing. They had a plan and they worked the plan. So, um, my thing is more like how you gonna get there. It's not to tell you yay or nay or you can't do something or you should do something. It's to say how you gonna do it. Let's talk it through. Do you have the money saved up? Can you go get your insurance? Or maybe you need to lease on to somebody until you get some money saved up. Have you thought about paying for your plates? How you gonna factor your business? Did you talk to somebody about factoring? Those are my questions that I ask you. It's not to tell you, yeah, you should go lease here or this person, you can make all kinds of money over here. I just want to make sure that you prepare in whatever decision that you try to make. Um, I've been driving for, thank you, Don. I appreciate it. But when I first got out here, I was just all gun ho, and I was like y'all, my eyes was like this. I'm like, ooh, I'm build me a fleet. I'm gonna get me 5 trucks. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And I had big dreams, big goals, and I still have those goals. But it's just that it's a lot harder. It's not as easy as you think. I just can't wake up one day and have 5 trucks. Okay, it's work involved, and you got to be able to bounce back. There's nothing wrong with, oh, you used to own your truck. You don't own your truck no more. You a company driver now. People surviving. People do what they have to do to survive and pay your bills. Because at the end of the day, it's about taking care of home and taking care of your family. Um, Owning a truck or having your own authority, that doesn't make, to me, what success is being able to provide for the people that depend on you. Success is not how many trucks you own. Success is not, how many, if you got your authority or if you leasing, or that's not success. Success is maintaining. Success is being able to get up every day and take care of your responsibilities like you're supposed to. That's success. Success is being able to come home to your family and they got a smile on your face because you out there busting your behind making it happen and they ain't got to work as hard. That's success. Success sometimes is, getting the things that you want out of life. Like, I want to own, you want to own your own house. You want to, make sure your wife got a car to ride in. You don't want your wife to work. Okay, that's success. To be able to provide for 2 people and handle all the bills by yourself, that's success. Okay. Um, so you measure it your own way, but it's not about the material things out here. There's a lot of successful people that got 1 truck, 3 trucks, 10 trucks, whatever. But it's what you want to do. The more trucks you get, how you gonna you like Miss Sam, I'm gonna go get 3 trucks. Well, where you gonna get your drivers from? Okay, they just gonna come to you. Why? Why your drivers gonna pick you? What you gonna do that your drivers out of all these companies out here? Okay, there's 300,000 companies. Out of all these companies out here, what makes your drivers? What makes the driver come to you and want to work for you? Okay. Now, after you get them, how long is it going to take for them to figure out that, oh, I can do this myself? I'm going to go get my own truck. Then you going to get you another driver. Then they going to figure out, oh, I can do this myself. I'm going to get my own truck. Okay, then you rotating drivers. Then you got ads and Craigslist. Then you got trucks sitting that ain't moving. Not saying it can be done. It can, but you just have to have a plan. How you going to work it? How you going to do it? What's your plan? You going to put ads and Craigslist? What you gonna do? What you gonna offer that ain't nobody else offering? Why people are gonna come work for you? Those are the questions that you need to be asking yourself if you plan on having multiple trucks. Okay. Did y'all have any other questions? It's 42 minutes. I just sat here rambling, but I like US Express and night transportation. Um, I have US Express. I like US Express. Um, I don't have night transportation. I want this bad. Just worried about my kids, but determined to succeed. Yeah, if you do have kids and you worried about them, put them in a safe place where you got family, you got the support around you. Let them know, hey, I really need this. I really wanted to make it work. And if you have a strong support system that will hold you down until you can get out here and do what you got to do, go for it. Go for it. Never limit yourself. Never limit yourself. And if you are husband and wife, if you on the same accord and you got a go getter, y'all two are go getters, and you about your money and want to get it, the sky is the limit for y'all. It is. You just have to be focused and willing to get it. That's it. Um, what else? Yeah, you gotta work your way to the top. You just can't just come out here and just be, a lot of times, we as YouTubers sometimes show about all this, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing it's hard work, y'all. It's not so easy, but it's something that you can do, it makes it worth the while. All the hard work, everything that you go through, it makes it worth the while. Let me see. I saw we have US Express here in Miami. If I have my CDL Class A, I apply here. Yeah, one thing about US Express, you could go in there and put your zip code in, and it will tell you what dedicated or local accounts that they have in the area. But yeah, I got JB Hunt, I got National. I can name all of it. It'll take me a while to name them all, but I can name all of them. Um, but like somebody asked me, what companies do I have that's on percentage that you can do a lease purchase with? I have USA Trucks, I have JB Hunt, and I have Snyder. Who else do I have that does percentage? I got Roadrunner. Roadrunner got all kinds of companies within Roadrunner. So Wiley Sanders, NFI is awesome. They good. That's a big company, but I got a lot of them. So and there's so many positions in each and every one of them. So when somebody say you got some local in Charlotte, North Carolina, child, you know how long it would take me to go through all them companies and find out. But other than that, y'all, that's it. I just wanted to come and give an update because some people ask why, you know, how is it that you are, doing it? How you your business has grown? It's because I'm in it. You got to be in it to win it. I think I'm actually doing it. I'm not talking about it. I am about it. I've been to the school. I know you're gonna be having some struggling days. I'm not gonna sit up there and tell you that you're not. I've been on the truck with a trainer. Okay, I know how it is. I know how you get fussing and cussing and putting you off the truck and y'all getting into it. Been there, done that. Okay, I've trained female drivers. Okay, I know what females go through as far as being scared to get out here on this road and how not to let this 18 wheeler intimidate you and things like that. And I'm leasing, that's what I do. It's not for everybody, but that's a choice that I made. When I first came out here, I didn't have all kinds of money. That was something I said, hey, I know it ain't the best option, but it was the option for me that I felt like if I just sit my butt still for 4 years, that's all I got to do is sit my butt still for 4 years and get out here and work and hustle. I can do it. That's my thought process. You know, um, the money is okay. Is it more money out there? Yeah, but the money will come. The money will come. We were such in a rush to get to the money. The money coming. You do what you got to do. It's coming. Okay. So all this time I'm just sitting or whatever. 3 years I've been paying. This is my last year. Lord have mercy. I just wake up every day and I'm like closer to the goal every day. So I want to be that female driver for you all to show you that, it can be done. Is it easy? Have I had setbacks? Yes, in the hospital. Sometimes I go home with no check when I went to where I went to Cuba, went on a cruise. I was in the hospital for a week. That's 2 weeks. I owe LTI $1,200, baby. It ain't no joke, okay? But it ain't nothing to cry about. That's what I signed up for. Only thing you gotta do, get out here and get it. I know this week I done paid the $1,200 for the time that I was off for the 2 weeks, and you keep it pushing, okay? That's all you got to do. Okay, so this check that I get this week is gonna pay the $1,200. I'm gonna have a couple of dollars left over, and we're gonna just keep it pushing. But this year I decided that I'm gonna do what I want to do this year. This is my last final year to pay this truck off, and I'm going to take time and smell the roses and enjoy myself. And I planned on doing something every month. Okay. And if I got to take the hit, take the loss, and make up for it, that's what I got to do. That's what you save for, right? So, but I don't know. I was like tempted to like, here, take this check, and I'm through. $25,000. Do I give them the check or do I play it out? I'm scared they're gonna wait with these companies going out of business. I'm sitting up there like, wait a minute, I better have my money on deck because anything can happen. But I just want to be prepared. My mind is telling me, Tamara, take your time, continue to work, Do what you got to do and keep saving your money. Keep saving your money. Y'all, I'm so tempted. I, I'm with my credit looking good. I want to go get a house. I want to go get me a car. I want to do all kinds of things, but I can't do it. I can't do it right now. I can't do it. I got to remember the goal. I got to remember the focus. I just be sitting sometimes, just be looking at, little houses here and what I could buy and this, that, and the other. And I can't do it right now. I can't do it. You got to have that cushion. You got to have that. I don't work too hard to turn back now. And I kind of got scared when I went in that hospital. It scared me to death because I'm like, oh no, not right now. The devil is always busy. It's always something to set you back. And it's like you could be doing so good 1 minute, and the next minute you laid up in the hospital getting ready to have surgery. I was like, the devil is a lie. And I understand when y'all say take it easy and stuff like that, but y'all don't understand my dad died in the hospital after surgery, and he was in the hospital. He had surgery, and he had blood clots in his legs, and he passed away in the hospital. That's why I had to get up out that bed. I couldn't stay there because I know if I lay in that bed, you get blood clots, you get sick. I can't let my mind think that sick mentality. I got to have a mindset of being well. So I'm taking it easy. I took the night off. I'm in a hotel right now, taking it easy, but I got to get it. So, but other than that, y'all, I just wanted to come and talk to y'all for a little bit since I did have time to do that. So a lot of things be on my mind that I want to come talk to y'all about, but I just don't have the time to do it because I be moving and I be on that phone. So I know you have a lot of questions, and sometimes I be answering the same questions over and over again. So this will give you the opportunity that if you have, any question, I don't mind talking to nobody. Y'all ask me, do I have to pay you for your service? You don't ever pay me a dime, not one dime, okay? I don't make money off of you. Well, I make money from the company. The company pays me, okay? I do not make no money from you as the driver. Only thing I ask, if I could help, I will. I'll try. So I can't help everybody. I can't perform miracles. You call me, you say, Miss Diva, I need 2020 Peterbilt 587 long nose. I want to make $5,000 a week. I want to go home every other day. I say, oh, child. I want to go, and my truck got to do 80 miles an hour down the highway. You better go get your own authority. You hear me? I can't. But my niche is new drivers because I've been there. Um, Experienced drivers, they know what they want. I can only tell you what I have, and they'll say yay or nay, and go from there. But I don't put out ads. Or people ask me how I advertise and things like that, and I get so many calls a day. It's because I don't put out ads in Indeed and job postings and stuff like that. I come to you one on one and talk to you and tell you what I got and what I do, and word of mouth spreads fast. And you just try to do a good job. The better you do a good job, the more people will call you. But I don't do Craigslist. I don't put no advertisers on Indeed. I don't do anything. My business comes from social media. It comes from Facebook. It comes from Instagram. It comes from my Google ads, and it comes from just being on this platform, talking to you one on one, or just talking to you. But I'm somebody that you could pick up the phone and call and talk to just about anything. Um, and I'm somebody that's out here doing it. I'm doing some of the things that you are trying to do, and I can help you get there because I'm actually out here. So those are the things that I do, and I love what I do. I love what I do, and hopefully, I could try to make a difference some kind of way. So, but other than that, y'all, peace, love, joy, and happiness. I'm getting tired. I'm about to lay down. Look who already done went to bed. Y'all see him? I got me to eat. I got me some Buffalo Wild Wings, and I don't like them. They're the nastiest thing. But he gone to bed, y'all. I got to get up in the morning. I got to get on this road. So I will talk to y'all later. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. If you need to get in touch with me, you can always call me at 1-800-620-9235. But not tonight, y'all. I'm going to bed. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. If I don't answer, just call me back. Okay, because I'm so forgetful. Just call me back. I'll